Welcome everybody. This is Noelle at Pretty Sassy Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I thank you all for being here. I am going to take a few minutes and work on the Freedom Journal. I've got just a couple little things I added here. There was a key and I can't remember, another little charm. I have worked on this and I was videotaping it, and then I had a couple pretty good swear words and decided rather than upload it, I'm just not going to. So I didn't upload that, but I did add quite a bit in here. I added a lot of these stickers that, you know, work well with this kind of material. If you don't know what to do with them and you use this material, perfect for that. Not quite sure where I left off with you guys last, but I figured here's my trash that I have collected over the last few days, 10 days maybe. I'm not quite sure, but I thought we'll try and implement this in here. This is something I added, and not sure if I told you guys about this, what I did with these. I don't think I have one here. When we don't know what to do with these plastic bags, it's fun to just, you know, maybe do this little, shoot, I always forget what these are called. Ruffles, I guess. So I did that with those. And like I said, I've just got a few things to add in here. And as I do so, we'll just do a flip through and you can see some of the different things I may have added. And yeah, super fun. So this is something I received. It's artwork from Dorothy Harp. She and I were exchange partners, swap partners in my Trashy Flowish group. And she sent me a piece of her artwork. And I think that is so special. And here is her information for her website, email, and her Instagram. So you might want to give her a nice follow and check her out. So I definitely want to add this to a pocket so I have it for future use. Let's see, will it fit right in here? Actually, I'd rather sit. Ooh, come here, Mr. Corgi Pants. Let's see. I think this will look really, yeah, I like that. Okay, thank you, Dorothy. And then, of course, you know, we have just our usual trash. This, do you guys remember? This is such old soap, and I heard it helps get out acrylic paint on your clothes. So I picked some up, and I'd like to tell you that it worked. I don't know if it was this alone, but I had a white sweatshirt that had acrylic paint on it. I used this and Murphy's oil soap. The combination itself did take it out. So, but I can't tell you if it was this alone or the Murphy's oil soap or just a combination. So I thought maybe we'd put this down somewhere. Nope. And there's a pin I had put down. So what has everybody been up to? I'd love to hear. I always love to hear what you guys are up to. And not much here. I mean, we had, is that a pocket? Yeah, that is a pocket. We had a great weekend. I got to spend, there's that tag I was telling you about. I'm sure I mentioned it in the last video. And then this is from my friend Kim. See, I can't remember. I just can't remember. But anyhow, I had a great weekend. On Friday, I picked up our daughter and we went prom dress shopping. She is going to the Shine Prom here in Conway at the Rock Church. And for those of you unfamiliar with the Shine Prom, it is a prom that they just roll out the red carpet. It's for, I don't know if it's for children too, but I do know it's for adults with special needs. So she is all excited. She is going to go. And so, yeah, so we went dress shopping and that was a total bust. Nothing, I just don't like that, so we're gonna put this over it. Nothing that we found in the 567 stores that we went to, but we did manage to find an Annie Ann's, so that was good. But we came home, she had a sleepover, and we ended up, I feel like that's not gonna stick, we ended up ordering from Amazon. And so it came today. Of course, I didn't open it because it's not mine to open. So I'm sure she'll be super excited when I get that to her. But yes, I'm so glad she's going. She's one that sometimes she'll participate in things and other times she won't. And she is this time, which makes us both, my husband and I, very happy to see her put herself out there a little bit. So that was that. And then Saturday, before we took her back to her apartment, we went out to breakfast. Let's see, will this work? I'm thinking this will work. Went out to breakfast. And what did Troy and I do? Gosh, Saturday seems so long ago. What did we do? Saturday night, we went to dinner with some friends and listened to a band. They were really good. We went to Neil's Creek House, and yeah, that was, I love this, Cowboy Caviar. So yeah, that was super fun. And what did we do Sunday? I feel like we did something. Maybe we didn't. See what I mean? Like, I can't even remember. Yeah, I'll go there. Shoot. I'm sure it was amazing. I know we went, I know. Yes, duh. We went to the vintage market. And yeah, that's always so fun to go and look around and check things out. And he had seen, this is a place that we had bought an old whiskey bottle last year. The same place had a like old brass like distillery type thing. I don't even know what to call it. But it was really cool. And so, you know, of course, my husband inquires about it, and the guy had just bought it at the show, and he wasn't selling it. We thought it would look cool up on one of our shelves, but it didn't happen. So that was Sunday, and then today I volunteered, and here's some of the trash that I acquired. Yeah, at the vintage market, this is what we bought, stuff for our dogs and our cat. So I'll implement this some way, just not sure yet. But here we have, this is what we went to. So that's a great journaling card. So we're going to stick that in a pocket. For right now, we'll stick it right in there. And then these tickets, no, we didn't go, but I thought they would look cool in a junk journal. It was for the Led Zeppelin experience. So let's put that right here. Yeah, they were already expired, but I'm like, you know what? That'll look cool. Not everything has to have, you know, a meaning in your journal. You can just get stuff because it's cool. So that's what I did. Okay, here's the dog treats we bought. Drooling Good dog treats. And the one for the cat has their little fish, and it has catnip in it, but it has information on the back, so I'm going to staple it. But we gave him one, not that he needs catnip, he's crazy enough. But he was fine. He didn't make the usual, hate to say it, but ass of himself, because he likes to do that. All right, here's this for our parking. Stick that right there. So yeah, and today, oh my gosh, today it was so bitter cold. Like, yeah, okay. It was cold. But when that wind blew, my gosh, it was freezing. And this Florida blood, you know, I was there for 12 years. And holy moly, I was so cold. I sound like a baby, but I totally was so cold. Then what do we have here? This is my friend here in Conway that has a little shop where she sells her, sorry if I'm far away, sells her baked goods. So it's a little sticky right here. So I'm just going to take some baby powder and put it over that sticky part. And that usually will take it away. And it did. No longer sticky. Okay, so this is another great journaling. I added some things to Lauren's pocket of different things she has made or written to me. This is, I'm not sure if I did this in the last video. There's Daisy. I don't think I did her either. Okay, so in our pool, we put a pool in over the summer, and we were having problems with frogs. Like, not just one or two. We'd get like a dozen frogs in our pool every night, and they'd end up drowning because they couldn't get out. And so my husband researched and found this frog log, and we're like, there is absolutely no way this works. and I'll be darned if it doesn't work. The frogs jump out of the pool. It's the craziest thing. Made sure we wrote a review on that because who would have thought? Like, that's just craziness that even is a thing and that it works. I mean, we thought no way, and sure enough, it works. All right, so there's that. I got this little sticker in Happy Mail. This too, I believe, is from Dorothy. Let's see, where do we want to put her? We don't want her to hide. There's no, uh-oh. What'd I do? Look at that from the glue. That's crazy. Check that out. Well, maybe she wants to go there then. She's like, I'll still go here. I don't care if there's glue all over the ticket that you just, to an event you didn't go to. This will teach you. Okie dokie. Reading. Okay, so I finished, what did I just finish? I finished Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden. 3 out of 5. Wasn't overly impressed. And now for book club, I'll put it up in the, I'll put a picture. I can't think of the name of it, of what we're going to be reading next. So I'll do this too with Happy Mail. Maybe I'll save that. So we have, that was 2. Yeah, maybe we could add these. This is something that, this will make a great pocket. This is something I put in my vacuum cleaner after I empty out the bag. Whatever, quote, flavor, scent it may be. I do that every time I vacuum. I put just a little wooden scooper. I use that and voila. So, you know, in addition to cleaning the filter, I do this too because I just love happy smells. Okay, get that on there. I haven't even looked to see if I'm in frame. It looks like I am. And so also what I have going on, I'm still on Judy's journal, and the journal itself is complete. So Judy, if you're watching, the journal is complete. Now I'm working on the cover. So it's getting there, my friend. It is getting there, I promise. I just think it would be so funny. I hope it does, that the other journal shows up too. Okay, here we go. We got a nice pocket going on. These, I came across a couple cards from my girlfriends from when they came to visit for my 55th birthday. So we're going to put those right in here. And I have their sentiments on the back. This, we got it last year too. And we had it last night for dinner from Aldi's. And it is so good. My gosh. It's small. It's like this big, but it's like super thick. My goodness, you guys, it was so good. So I wanted to add this. You know, I do need something big there. But does it have to? Maybe I want to do this. And then we've got to flip down. Yep, that's what we're doing. That is what we're going to do today. So as I'm working on this journal, I think I'm going to start another journal called, I already have the name for it, whatever, just a composition type journal, just to do whatever I want, kind of like Freedom, but maybe, I don't know, maybe for some challenges, or you know, if I want to experience drawing a little bit or painting, just kind of a, you know, whatever. So that will be coming. And this one, as far as my journaling, I don't know. Right now it's kind of a lookbook, but yeah, I do have also I don't have it in here, my journal. But yeah, this is just a fun one right now to go back and look at. Okay, so we got that. That'll flip down. And then there was this piece of wrapping paper that I got this at a store. I had bought something and I was going to use it to gift wrap something, and I never did, clearly. So let's see, I don't want that light to show too much. So I thought, well, let's put this in there. And so that's what I am doing. We're going to go ahead and use this glue in hopes that it's the last ditch effort for it to leave. But probably not. Okay. Ooh, I might be getting there. I think, oh, this is it. It's gone. See, wait, let me make sure. See, it feels like there's still more in there, but see you later. Goodbye. So glad. Okay, now we'll go back to my old standby, which is the permanent Scotch glue stick. This is definitely a favorite of mine, and pretty sure they quit selling it in the stores. Okay, let's see. There we go. Perfect. And we'll pull this over. So we got a little bit of something over here. Nice.